Hey there, Internet friends. Trevor Starkey here with another episode of What I Feel Like Friday. Today with an update on the channel and content and whatnot. Today is day 272 of daily uploads, daily content going up to YouTube. And so that means within about a month, I'll hit day 300, which if you look back to when I was doing writing every day over on Trevor Trove, day 300 is where I basically kind of took a step back and just needed to take time off. And I'm definitely at that point of burnout in doing kind of the daily grind of this. I appreciate that I've got like a more varied kind of schedule of things to talk about, but with work especially recently, and then just other kind of, well, with work, I end up almost always coming home exhausted, and basically sleeping for a few hours, taking a nap when I get home, and so getting up to do this, especially this last week, has just kind of been a chore, and there have been days where I've just been like, what if I don't? What if I don't throw up a video on TV or on the wrestling or whatever the case may be? And so every day right now is kind of a challenge, and I could very easily hit tomorrow and be like, you know what, I don't feel like doing it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I just don't have the personal drive to be doing this, and especially on certain topics where I just like there have been certain topics where, like, talking about Hamilton or talking about Lady Bird in the last week, both of those really connected with me. But even in those cases, I wanted to, after seeing those experiences, I wanted to put together a more like concrete, like write up a review and then kind of talk through it. And in both those cases, just time came and went, and so I was like, okay, well, I just have to talk to the camera and get something out. And so I don't. A few months ago, I kind of started hitting a point where it's just flat out stopped promoting every video I was putting up. Often kind of stealth releasing something and, you know, publishing it to the YouTube and the website, and just kind of being like, I don't care. A lot of the videos I've been putting up, I don't have my heart in them, and that sucks. But there are some that do, and I just don't feel like promoting them. So again, it's this whole kind of struggle right now where I don't have the drive to be doing this. So I don't know how much I will continue doing this in the days to come, weeks to come, months to come. I could, again, tomorrow just say, nah, I don't really want to do a video, and the daily journey ends, and so be it. In the broader scope of, like, do I still want to do, like, video games coverage or entertainment coverage in general? I mean, yes. The problem is that, like, my current day job just doesn't afford that, or I mean, my current circumstance doesn't afford that. I'm never gonna be the kind of person, and I realized this early on, and I probably knew it even before I started doing this, that I'm never going to be like a freelancer type of person. The reason I kind of left acting and theater was, and never really committed to like full-time actor, is because I don't have the patience to always be looking for new work. I want something more stable. I want stability in my life. So I need basically like a job that kind of gets me to that point. So ideally, I would not be doing what I do, for 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day at work. I would just kind of be doing this kind of stuff. This would be the job. But I'm not going to leave that and go and do like freelance stuff. While I greatly appreciate the opportunities I've had, especially like it's something like IGN, I just don't have the patience or to fight against that kind of lack of stability. the whole pitch nature of a freelance life, having to kind of say, oh, let me try and see if somebody wants to publish this thing I'm going to talk about or write about or whatever the case may be. I just don't have that bone in me. Right now, the most kind of glaring thing that's affecting is PAX East coming up, and I've pretty much decided that I'm not going to be doing that this year. I'm going to sit PAX East out. I was looking into it this week, and I just hit that wall where I was like, nope, I don't want to struggle, like the struggle of getting there and going and then doing the job grind of and again, like the fact that I'm like referring to so much of this stuff as a grind now sucks, and it's just not the stress reliever that it used to be for me. The idea of flying out to Boston for a Thursday through Sunday kind of thing, especially that they made it now 4 days for this one, and it's not like 4 days over a holiday weekend or something like that. It's just 4 days in the middle of or in the beginning of April. Sucks. And I was looking at flights and like, I don't want to do a red eye Wednesday night to get there Thursday and then go straight into work mode because I'm already just exhausted working. That's the crux of like my problem right now anyway, is that I'm just always drained and throw in like other life things in there, and I'm just depressed, and I don't have the energy to do what so much of this is. And what I've learned in the 2 years I was doing PAXs and going to PAXs is that I don't have the kind of like extroversion enough to go out there and hand off my business cards to developers and make connections and do all that kind of like small indie games writer thing. I've had like other friends that have been awesome and reached out and said, hey, if you want to write for us, we can gladly kind of set that up and do that, and that's amazing, and thank you to those people, but it's just not what I'm interested in right now, and so if that means that like I'm kind of heading away from the path of trying to make this happen, that may be where we're at. I don't know. It's up in the air, and just right now I know, and knowing my workload at my actual job for the next couple months on some projects I'm working on, it's just going to get more and more stressful over there. So I just don't have the energy to deal with something like PAX on top of that. And I'm going to miss all the friends that are going to go out there, and it's going to suck to not be there and see them. But at the same point, I was looking at it and I was just like, the cost of going out there just is too much for me right now, and too much for me on an emotional and also just expense level. I don't want to invest some of the things into that I would have to invest. So that's kind of the current state of me right now. Like I said, it's been a crapshoot all week. That any of these other days could have been the days that I just broke the chain and stopped doing this. I just don't know how much more I have in me in my current kind of situation. So that's where I'm at. Thank you for checking this video out. Hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. Hopefully you don't, begrudge me if I just kind of stop at some point. Thank you to those that do tune in and check out the content and like engaging with me and stuff. But yeah, I'm just kind of in the pits of an overall slump, and yeah, I don't know what that means going forward. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. As always, I've been your host, Trevor Starkey. You can follow me at SnarkyStarkey on Twitter. And until next time, maybe from here at the Trove. Well, no, always from here at the Trove, treasure your friends, regardless of if there is a video next time or whatnot.